Hey, Caroline?
Yeah?
Can we get some light on here, please? I think we're getting ready to start.
Lights, please.
Thanks. Good. Ready? Now, you see, Dorothy. Ready, Melita?
Yes, sir. Thanks, Caroline.
Jamie?
Ready when you are.
David?
Right here.
Everybody?
Ready?
Good. Now you see, Dorothy lived in the great, great Kansas prairies. Now, there's no scenery in this scene because we want you to get the image of the prairie, like you do when you read. See as far as you can. Kansas folk are farsighted. It's so flat in the prairie. The horizon is so far away. The sky's so all around. Nothing comes between you and the sky. That's where Dorothy lived, with Uncle Henry, who was a farmer.
Dorothy, did you fetch that water in yet for Aunt Em?
Well, I was just going.
And Aunt Em, his wife, who, did you fetch him that water yet?
I was just going for Aunt Em.
When Dorothy's finally gone, their little one-room house, she could see nothing but the great, great prairie on every side. Not a tree nor house broke the broad, sweet, flat country that stretched to the edge of the sky in all directions.
I wonder what's beyond the edges there. Let's pass the puzzle away from our good see. Do you reckon?
It was their good old Toto and made her laugh and kept her from becoming as gray as her surroundings. They played with each other every second they got.
Come on, race to the well. 1, 2, Toto! No fear, get back here. No. 1, 2, 3, go!
But then one day, from out of the south, low wail of winds came. Lights!
There's a cyclone coming down. Get to the cellar. I'll check on the livestock.
It's the most dreadful word in the whole language of Kansas.
Cyclone's coming. Quick, Dorothy, run for the cellar.
Dorothy was no fool. She did run, like lightning. And so did Toto. He's no fool either, but now let me tell you what really happened. You see, Toto followed a get down under animal instinct and ran for cover under the bed.
Toto!
That's why Dorothy lost that crucial split second. Toto! Trying to get Toto out of there. Toto! But then, before she could get Toto and herself down to the storm tower, there came a great shriek from the wind. And the house shook, and I mean hard, and whirled the house around. You see, the wind's meant at the exact center of the cyclone, which whirled it around, brought to the very top of the cyclone, which carried it like a feather for miles, and hours and hours and miles until Dorothy was jolted by a shock so sharp it struck her flown out the door away from the house, where she was amazed to find herself in a country of marvelous beauty. The green grass, rich and luscious fruits, and rare and brilliant birds, sweet singing to sparkling water sounds. Very grateful to a prairie girl's ears.
Toto, I'm feeling out of Kansas anymore.
You are welcome, most noble sorceress, to the land of the Munchkins.
Thank you very much. Sorceress? Me? I'm not a sorceress. I'm just a girl
We are so grateful to you for destroying the Wicked Witch of the East and for setting our people free from bondage.
You are very kind.
I think she liked it. I think she likes us. I think it might be able to get her to stay here with us. What do you think?
But
And that comes to the same thing. Look, those are her two shoes.
Look it. That's the end of her. Get it? End of...
Still sticking out from under a block of wood.
Oh no. The house must have fallen on her. What are we going to do?
There's nothing to be done. Excuse me, what is that creature there with you? Oh, a sorcerer too?
Why no, that's Toto. That's his name. He's my dog, of course.
Curious. Very interesting. But you see, this Toto dog is not a matter of a course.
But who was she?
She was the Wicked Witch of the East. She has ground down all the Munchkins into slavery for years. And now they're all free. Grateful to you, little baby.
The old witch is dead! Exclamation point!
When they saw that the Wicked Witch of the East was dead, they called for me. And of course, I came at once. By the way, I am the Witch of the North.
I know. Are you a real witch?
Yes, indeed, I am real.
Oh Lord, the witch of Silos oversea.
But I am a good witch.
But I thought all witches were wicked.
Oh no, that is a terrible mistake. There are only four witches in the land of Oz, and two of them. Those who live in the north and the south, yes, are good witches. I know this is true because I am one myself and could not be mistaken. Those who live in the east and the west are indeed wicked witches. But now that you have killed one of them, there's only one wicked witch in the land of Oz, the one who lives in the west.
Aunt Anne told me that all the witches were dead years ago.
Who is Aunt Em?
She's my aunt who lives in Kansas, where I come from.
I don't know where Kansas is, or I've never heard of it mentioned before, but tell me, is it a civilized country?
Oh yes.
Then that accounts for it. In civilized countries, I believe that there are no witches left, nor wizards, nor sorcerers. But you see, the land of Oz has never been civilized before.
But the civilized country, how strange. It sounds like a wasteland out there.
For we are cut off from the rest of the world. Therefore, we still have witches and wizards among us.
Who are the wizards?
Oz himself is the great wizard. He's more powerful than the rest of us together.
Where?
He lives in the Emerald City. Look! The Wicked Witch of the East is gone for good. She was so old that she dried up quickly in the sun. That is the end of her. You're so dusty. Achoo! Bless you. But the silver shoes are yours, and you shall have them to wear. The Witch of the East was proud of those silver shoes. There's some charm connected with them, but what it is, we never knew.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. Please, ma'am, I'm lost. I'm anxious to find my home. Can you help me?
No. Oh, yes, I can. The road to the City of Emerald... Well, I cannot help you, but I know Oz can. If you go to the City of Emeralds, he will guide you and help you find your home.
Where is this city? How can I get there?
You must walk. It's a long journey through a country that's sometimes pleasant. Yes, well, sometimes dark and terrible. However, I will use the magic arts I know to keep you from harm.
Won't you go with me?
No, I can't do that, but I will give you my kiss. And nobody dare injure a person who has been kissed by the Witch in the North. Now, why don't you put on those magic silver shoes? They're just right for a long walk, because they can never wear out.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. They fit, as if they were made for me. They feel fabulous.
Because they are, of course. Now, the road to the City of Emerald is paved with yellow brick, so you can't miss it. When you get to Oz, don't be afraid of him. Just tell him your story and ask him for help. Goodbye, my dear.
Remember, to follow the yellow brick road. Follow, follow, follow!
Follow the yellow brick. Oh, Toto, We're all alone, and we're lost, and we gotta go wandering. Well, on a long journey, you need supplies. So, here's bread and some butter. Wait. Goodbye, house. Maybe I never see you again. You've done many wonders in your time, though. Funny. I don't feel really bad as you might think I would. Come on, little Toto. We're off to the Emerald City to ask the Great Oz how to find home.
Props, please. She needs the
Brick.
Here you go.
Road!
We're up.
Excuse me. Did you wink? I thought I might have been mistaken at first. No, the Scarecrow's in Kansas had a wink.
That's Kansas for you.
Did you speak?
Certainly. How do you do?
I'm pretty well, thank you. How do you do?
I'm not feeling well. You see, it's very tedious being stuck here day and night to Scarecrows.
Well, why don't you get down?
Well, this hole is stuck up my back. If you'll remove it, I'll be much obliged to you.
Well, here. Let me try. There you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Thank you very much. I feel like a new man.
He'll be stretching himself, limbering up, learning to stand and walk. Throughout the rest of this scene, and the whole life for that matter, these things aren't learned overnight, you know.
Who are you? And where are you going?
My name is Dorothy. I'm going to the Emerald City to ask the Great Oz to help me find home.
Where's the Emerald City? Who's Oz?
Why? Don't you know?
No, of course not. I don't know anything. You see, I'm stuffed, so I have no brains at all.
I must be sorry for you.
I'm sorry for myself. You see, as soon as I was stuck out here all dedicated to being fierce and defending the corn, this old crow perches right on my shoulder and says, "Did that old fool of a farmer think he would fool us this easily? Any fool of a crow can see that this is a straw man." And he goes right into eating as much corn as he can hold, right at my very feet, you know. I felt low then. But then the old crow says, "Never mind. If only you had some brains in your head, then you'd be as good a man as any, and better than some." So ever since then, I've been trying to think out how to get some brains, you see.
I think I see, but how can you think about brains if...
Do you think that if I went with you to the Emerald City, that the Wizard of Oz could give me some brains?
I don't know. But come with me if you want. If Oz won't give you any brains, you'll be any worse than you are now.
Impeccable logic, isn't it?
That's true. You see, I don't mind my arms, legs, and body being stuffed, because then I can't get hurt. If I get stomped on or stuck with a pin, it doesn't matter, because I can't feel it. But with my mind, I want to feel things. And with a stuffy head, how will I ever think to know anything?
I understand. But come with me if you want. If Oz will give you brains, I'll ask Oz to do all he can for you.
Thank you. Shall we?
Let's.
Toto's suspicious, jealous even. Look at him, muscling between them, growling, threatening to do a little heel knocking at the slightest excuse.
Don't mind Toto. He never bites.
Which in doggies means, don't push me now.
Oh, I'm not afraid. He can't hurt me. I'm full of straw. Do let me carry that basket for you.
Oh, that's all right.
I won't mind it. I can get tired.
Think of that.
Now then, to the Emerald City.
To the Wizard of Oz.
We're off.
Tell me something about the place you come from.
Well, in Kansas, it's very dry there, and everything is gray. No snows, though. That's something. All that space. But sometimes there are terrible windstorms called cyclones. That's how Toto and I got home to the Land of Oz.
I can't understand why you should wish to leave this beautiful country and go back to the gray, dreary place you call Kansas.
That's because you have no brains.
Ah.
No matter how dreary and gray our homes are, we people of flesh and blood would rather live there than anywhere else. There's just no place like home.
Of course, I can understand that. If you didn't have brains, you'd probably all live in peaceful places. Then Kansas would have no people. It's very lucky for Kansas that you have brains.
I guess so. What did you say?
I don't think I said anything, but of course I can't.
I thought I heard a noise.
I don't know. Well, you can see.
Good idea. Excuse me, did you groan? What?
Oil. Can.
The what?
The oil can. Thank you.
Ah, beautiful. I can talk again. Thank you. Now oil all my joints. They rusted so badly, I could hardly move them at all. What a comfort. You know, I've been holding the axe here ever since I rusted. Am I ready to put it down? Oh, that's good. Listen, I can never thank you two enough.
Oh, that's all right.
Listen, I'm going to sit there forever if you two have come along. See, you certainly saved my life. How do you happen to be here?
Oh, we're going to the Out City, and we just stopped to rest a little.
Why do you wish to see Oz?
I want him to help me find home.
And I want him to put new brains in my head.
You suppose Oz could give me a heart?
Why, I expect so.
It would be as easy as giving me brains. I know that much.
Well then, if you'll allow me to join you along on your journey, I'll go along to Hamilton next Oz to help me too.
Come along.
We'd be pleased to have your company.
I think you'd better take along the oil can, because if you got caught in the rain and rust,
That's true. Now then,
we're off to...
oh no, I stepped on this poor little beetle and killed it.
Oh, don't worry. We're not using a real wheel, of course.
But you didn't mean to.
No, there. You didn't need to. Why, you're crying.
Quick, Dorothy, dry his tears or he'll rust.
You're right, as usual. And you haven't got a brain? And you great tender thin thing, haven't got a heart? I can't figure you two out. Don't you think we ought to move it along? How long do you think it'll be before we get to the Emerald City?
I don't know, but it's beginning to get dark, I think.
Lights.
And there are lions in it.
Lions?
Yes, and tigers.
Tigers?
Yes, and bears.
Bears?
Yes, lions and tigers and bears and things.
Things?
Don't worry, nothing can hurt the Scarecrow. And I'm not as long as I am my oil can. And you bear the mark of the good witch's kiss, which will protect you from harm.
But Toto, we'll protect him.
We'll have to protect him ourselves, if he is in danger.
There goes the Scarecrow.
Don't you dare bite Toto. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. A big beast like you to bite a poor dog?
I didn't bite him.
No, but you tried to. You're nothing but a big coward.
I know it.
What?
I've always known it. And how can I help it?
I don't know, I'm sure. To think of you knocking down a poor man like the poor Scarecrow? Is he strong? Of course he's strong.
That's why I went over so easily. Was the other one straw too?
No, he's made of tin.
That's why I named the blood to my claws out when I scratched against the chin. It made a cold shiver run down my spine. What's that little animal you're so tender of?
That's my dog, Toto.
Oh, he's a curious little animal. And doesn't seem fierce now that I look at him. No one would think of biting such a little animal except for a coward like me.
What makes you a coward?
It's a mystery. I suppose I was born that way. All the other animals, of course, naturally expect me to be brave because the lion is everywhere not the game beast, right?
Go on.
Well, I learned to roar very loudly every living thing was frightened and got out of my way. Whenever I've met a man, I've been always scared. But I've just roared at him and he's always run away as fast as he could go.
If the bears, elephants, and tigers had ever tried to attack me, I'd have to run myself. I'm such a coward. But then I just roar! You see? They'd all go away. And of course, I let them go.
But that isn't right. A king of beasts shouldn't be a coward.
I know. It's my great sorrow. It makes my life pretty and happy. And whenever there's danger, my heart begins to beat so fast
Maybe you have heart disease.
maybe,
If you do, you ought to be glad.
why?
Because it proves you have a heart.
Well, doesn't every?
No, you see, for my part, I have no heart. So I can't have heart disease.
Maybe if I didn't have a heart, I wouldn't be such a coward.
Do you have brains?
I suppose so. I've never thought about it.
I'm going to ask the great Oz to give me some brains.
And me a heart.
And I'm going to ask him to help us find home. Do you think Oz could give me courage?
Why not?
Your chances are as good as ours, I think.
Of course. Well then, if you don't mind, I'll go with you. My life doesn't mean a thing to me without a little courage.
Of course. Well, the better we get to the Emerald City, the better for all of us. Shall we?
Yes, we're off.
To see
The wizard, the wonderful